There are moments when life feels impossibly heavy, when the weight of worry presses down on your chest and you wonder if you have the strength to keep going. Perhaps you're reading this in one of those moments right now, exhausted from battles that seem endless, weary from carrying burdens too heavy for your shoulders. If that's you today, breathe deeply. You are not alone, and you are not forgotten. Psalm 18 isn't just an ancient song, it's a lifeline for drowning hearts. Written by a man who knew what it meant to be surrounded, broken, and nearly defeated. When David penned these words, he wasn't reflecting comfortably on past victories. He was writing from the depths of his own desperation, overwhelmed by enemies and circumstances that threatened to crush him. Yet from that place of absolute vulnerability, he discovered something that changed everything: the unshakable reality of God's faithful love. I will love thee, O Lord, my strength. Notice David doesn't begin with his problems, he begins with love. Even in his darkest hour, he chooses to anchor his heart in God's character rather than life's chaos. This is where true faith is born, dear friend, not in the absence of struggle, but in the deliberate choice to declare God's goodness when everything whispers otherwise. When David declares, "The Lord is my rock and my fortress," he's speaking from lived experience. He has felt the solid ground of God's presence when everything else was shifting sand. That same rock-solid foundation is available to you today. The earth may shake beneath your feet, your job uncertain, relationships strained, health failing, dreams shattered, but there is something that cannot be moved: the unfailing love of your heavenly Father. David learned to call upon the Lord in distress, and God didn't just hear him, he responded with earth-shaking power. Your prayers don't disappear into empty sky. They land on the heart of a God who loves you with everlasting love, who moves heaven and earth to rescue his children. When you cry out, you ignite heavenly action. He sent from above. He took me, he drew me out of many waters. Feel the tenderness in those words. God doesn't just send help, he comes himself. He reaches into your mess, your pain, your confusion, and lifts you up. He doesn't merely save you from drowning. He brings you into a spacious place where you can breathe again, hope again, live again. Why does he do this? Because he cherishes you. Not because you're perfect or have earned it, but because you are precious to him. His beloved child whose heart matters more than you could ever imagine. In your darkness, God promises to light your candle. When you're stumbling through uncertainty, he becomes the lamp guiding your path. When obstacles seem insurmountable, he gives you strength to leap over walls that once seemed impossible. His gentleness, not his wrath, but his tender mercy, is what makes you great in his eyes. Every battle you're fighting, every fear you're wrestling, every temptation you're resisting, none happens in your own strength. The same God who delivered David fights for you today. The same God who made David sure-footed on treacherous heights is steadying your steps as you navigate life's rocky terrain. The Lord liveth, and blessed be my rock. This isn't just a statement, it's a declaration of war against despair. When you proclaim that the Lord lives, you announce that death doesn't have the final word in your story. When you declare him as your rock, you choose to build your life on something unshakable. His promise of deliverance isn't just for ancient kings, it's for you. If you belong to Christ, you are his child, his beloved. Every promise he made to David, he makes to you. Every victory he won for David, he wins for you. So when morning comes and your heart feels heavy, when the day ahead seems overwhelming, remember this: you're not walking alone. You're walking with the God of angel armies by your side, covered by the shadow of his wings, held in the palm of his hand. Take refuge in him today, not because life is perfect, but because he is. Not because the storm has passed, but because he is with you in the storm. Let your spirit rest in the safety of who he is. Let his strength become yours, his peace guard your heart, his joy fill your soul. When fear whispers that you're abandoned, remember, the Lord lives, and blessed be your rock. You will not be moved because you are anchored in the love of the one who never fails. Your cry has been heard. Your rescue is coming. Your God treasures you. Now, before you step into your day, pause and pray. Tell him about the weight you're carrying. Ask him to be your strength when you feel weak, your peace when anxiety rises, your hope when despair threatens. Then watch as the God who moved mountains for David moves them for you too. This is not just ancient history. This is your story being written today.